And the leader of the party is the most unwinnable position you have there.
It's actually 40% of all positions winnable and unwinnable.
OK, well then, it's your turn.
What if we win, you see? Well, how does your theory work then?
I know, we just haven't canvassed such crazy theories.
Do you think you would have done a better job of losing this one?
You might like to live in the past. I like to aim for the future.
So you're going to run for 2007 then? You will lose in 2007? Is that what you're saying?
No. I've had my shot at the leadership, but I'm happy to be part of the Labor team.
You don't think you could have lost by more if you'd maybe been in the position tonight?
Well, I think that let's see how the final figures stack up.
Of course, one of the options we haven't canvassed for Labor is Peter Garrett.
No, well, of course, obviously early days for Garrett in the party, but his background certainly points to a capacity for failure.
Oh, well, that's right. I mean, before last Saturday, he hadn't even voted properly in the last 4 elections.
So, given his inexperience with the electoral process, we decided to give him a helping hand as he cast his vote on Saturday.
Hello, Peter. How are you? It's voting day. Now, we're just here to help you out because we know you've had a few problems with voting in the past. So we've got a how to vote form for you. Now, just want to check firstly, you are properly enrolled, aren't you?
Absolutely.
You've got that cleared up?
Absolutely.
You're confident you can go in there and do it right?
It's already been done.
It's been done? Well, I've heard you say that before, Peter. I wasn't convinced last time.
And we provided the evidence. So
all right, OK, all right. Now, the only thing I'm worried about, though, is do you actually have much experience voting Labor?
Yes, voting Labor comes quite naturally to me, mate.
These days, does it? All right, OK, well, if you're in any doubt, we've got a little bit of a how to vote Labor as well. So that'll just run you through it, you know, the whole process of getting pre-selected, avoiding the rank and file pre-selection, and then just get the ballot paper and look for your own name.
I don't know what we do with that, Jim.
But it's not just the politicians who faced challenges last weekend. Spare a thought for voters, bombarded outside polling booths by how-to-vote flyers.
God, they're such a waste of paper, especially Democrats' flyers.
Well, they're almost impossible to avoid, but not completely, as Chaz Licciardello found out when he took our Beat the Flyers challenge.
The Beat the Flyers challenge. My assignment, to get into a polling booth without being handed a single how-to-vote flyer. First up, I tried entering in a straitjacket.
No hands, sorry. No hands. No hands, I'm afraid. Sorry.
But they still got me. Next, I employed the ancient art of disguise.
We're talking for Smith. We need to know. All right, I'll give you one.
Hey, leave me alone.
Again, no luck. Finally, if you can't go through them, try going over them. Mission accomplished. All it takes is one of these, and next election you too can beat the Flyers.
Hello, welcome to the history of the Liberal Party. I'm John Hewson. Unfortunately, they couldn't get Andrew Peacock. The Liberal Party began with Sir Robert Menzies. He laid down the philosophy that would guide them to countless election victories, scare campaigns.
Under the communists, you have to do what you are told, and if you don't want to, it's tough potatoes.
Menzies was succeeded by Harold Holt, who famously said,
"Ah! Help me! Over here, you idiot!"
After Holt came somebody else. And after him came the Liberal Party's most memorable figure, Billy McMahon's wife. By the 1970s, Australia found itself in an economic quagmire. The nation's accounts were crippled by soaring imports of brown trousers. But not everyone wore trousers. In 1975, voters flocked to Malcolm Fraser and then quickly away from him, which made him cry. The party realised they needed a new type of leader, a leader with flair and wit, with determination and political nous. Unfortunately, I lost. Well, that about wraps it up, except for an 8.5-year stint by John Howard, against whom, of course, I'd bear no ill will. Good night.
John Howard will win. John Howard will win by now. Yes! Woo!
Right across the nation, you're watching The Chase at Asides. And Chris, loath as I am to navel gaze, what did you make of the media's performance this election?
What, aside from us?
Aside from us.
dreadful, very one-sided and self-important, to the point I've been compelled to put out this scathing critique. Not happy, Marga.
And watching the Nine coverage, was it just me, or could you sense the hand of Kerry Packer in almost everything they were doing?
It's hardly any wonder, given Packer laid down very specific instructions for Nine's election night team.
Now, just very important during the entire night that you refer to Channel 9 as the national broadcaster.
Of course.
OK, yep.
Just hide the pleasure at the Libs' victory. Right. That's going to be hard for you, isn't it?
But Kerry was very, very clear about this. Just don't let him near the snacks. Don't let Laurie near the snacks at all.
Are you going to show this one to Laurie?
So that everyone's across it. Just put it on there. Cool. Some of the instructions up here near the auto cue.
We're just about to go through rehearsals.
It's very important that you cross.
I understand, yeah, it's very good. We're just about to go to rehearsals. We just need a bit of time. That's
Just
all.
be a little sec. I've just got one message from Kerry Packer. I know you'll understand.
Mate, I just got to ask it.
Just for
I apologise.
Laurie Oakes.
I love your work.
Laurie,
We
just
have to
call
step
it
out.
for the Libs. Just remember, it's just direct from Kerry Packer.
Thanks, mate.
Well, see, the thing is, you don't need to see the instructions. When you've worked at Nine as long as Laurie has, I think you know what the boss wants.
And I have to say, I thought the Nine team coped very well under the additional pressure from boneheads in the background, trying to get on TV.
God, they're a plague on election night, aren't they? We saw boneheads time and time again, including one who looked particularly familiar.
Yeah. Oh, come on. It's not every day you get to be on the national broadcaster.
No, they're a pain in the arse, these boneheads. I've never liked them. I never will.
Well, that's your view, Andrew, but let's see what the experts made of them.
I'm sorry, Margaret, I really find these boneheads very distracting.
They add colour, David. Thank God there's something to actually look at on election night.
No, I didn't like them at all. 1 star.
First, he crashed Big Brother. Then he crashed Australian Idol. Now, strap yourselves in and get ready to be afraid as Quentin crashes the Chase It Asides.
Oh, where do they get a load of me?
Be warned, because he's off the leash and on the loose.
Yes, if we just bring up those figures for Fadden, currently held by the Liberals and...
Sorry, guys. Were you using that?
Hell-bent on causing havoc wherever he goes.
As we cross to Charles Firth now in Werriwa.
Thank you, Craig. Yes, the latest indications here.
Bloody Quentin!
An election special tomorrow night.
Shut up, for Christ's sake!
When Quentin crashes the Chase It Asides.
Help! Jesus, stop! You guys are worse than Stephen Hawking's wife!
8 o'clock on ABC. Yeah, sure. I've thought about switching to Nine. Thought about it quite a bit. I think that's only human. But the reason I stay at the ABC is because of its proven commitment to quality political journalism, and that, and the fact Nine's never actually made me an offer.
Right across the nation, you're watching the Chase It Asides, while everyone else is watching Law & Order SVU.
Just one thing we haven't yet been able to touch on, looking at the minor parties, the performance of Family First.
Yeah, well, it looks like they might pick up a couple of Senate seats now, thanks mainly to Democrat and ALP preferences.
Why they preference this party who has branded Hindu temples and mosques as satanic and whose staffer wanted to burn lesbians is beyond me. I don't
Yeah, but if we look at the actual figures, Andrew, you see that despite their tough anti-Satan message, they actually only attracted 2% of the primary vote nationally. Right. That means